Psychiatrists and psychologists have read it. What are some things more people should know about human behavior? Trauma bonding. If a partner causes you trauma, hits you, blurs sexual consent lines, screams at you, cheats, and you don't talk to anyone else but stay in the room long enough to calm down / allow them to comfort you, you will remember the kindness and support while your defense mechanisms will detach you from the trauma. That's one reason why people stay in abusive relationships. They feel like the abuser has been the only one there for them through trauma, and that supersedes their feelings about the abuser being the person who traumatized them. ETA, this strengthens your attachment to a toxic person and makes separation from them its own little trauma. Also, the more often the trauma comfort cycle repeats, the stronger the bond and the more traumatizing the separation. Just because someone comforts you after they've done something wrong doesn't mean you'll trauma bond to them. It's whether or not they accept your reaction or force you to stay that matters. People aren't attracted by what's right but by what's familiar. If you think you have a she-magnet, look at your parents. Psychopathy. Not a psychologist, but I am closely associated with them and well experienced with psychopaths. They are not maddened serial unalivers like the movies would suggest, but rather are people who lack empathy. You hold no more significance than any other object to a psychopath. That doesn't mean they won't like you, as an object, or will do you wrong. They can hurt you without regret and will do so if and when it is to their advantage or amusement. It isn't that they don't care about people, it is that, to them, they are the only person. My friend is a therapist and was explaining how the anniversary effect or anniversary reaction works. It's usually being reminded of an unpleasant event on the anniversary of the event. It doesn't have to be the same day, it could be seasonal. The mind codes the trauma somehow and the trauma will be activated during that period of time. For instance, we have a friend who was abused by her father every fall while she played soccer as a child. The father would physically / mentally / emotionally abuse her if she didn't play well in her soccer game. She gets uneasy around this time of year, end of August, beginning of September, because this is when her soccer season would start.